Well, thank you for joining me again in this presentation. Now I'm going to show you a brief presentation of our research entitled Benchmarking Classifiers for Denial of Service Attack Detection in Industrial IoT Networks. Nowadays the number of IoT networks have spread around the world, not only in home environments, but also in professional ones. And we have to take special consideration for the industrial environments. These environments are constantly suffering from different types of attacks, especially denial of service ones. And being able to correctly classify those network packets between IoT networks is essential so we can determine if our network is suffering from a denial of service attack or is just working as normal. Our motivation to this research, it's impossible to detect if we are suffering from a denial of service attack using the most common methods. This is because the number of devices and the topology of the network are currently changing and increasing in number. There is a need for a new paradigm that efficiently and reliable we can detect those denial of service attacks while it is adapting to the changing network topology. And in terms of this paradigm, we must select which of those available methods are the best for this problem. Now we are going to talk about the dataset that we have used to train our models. This dataset of the denial of service attacks was created using WIRSAC capture program. We have used a variety of IoT devices, not only home ones like cameras, microphones, but also industrial ones. And for classification purpose, network packets were tagged as denial of service attack or benign ones. And we have collected 485,000 records. The datasets has these following fields. Connection time, that is the time between two IoT nodes that the connection is alive. Source and response bytes. Every packet that is sent or received from one IoT node to another has a data body that has this response byte size. Missed bytes, it's a possibility that when you are sending one packet from one node to another, some of the bytes of the data are lost. Source and response packets, the data is divided in packets, so this is the number of packets where the data of each network packet was divided. And source IP bytes and response IP bytes, the length of the IP or of the sender and receiver of the packet is essential in some cases so we can know if we are suffering from a denial of service attack or no. And now talking about the models that we have chosen, we choose to use 6 different classification paradigms. These are linear models with logistic regression model, instance-based models with k-nearest networks, support vector machines models with support vector classifier, tree-based models with decision tree, random forest, and extra trees, boosting models with ADA boost and gradient boosting, and probabilistic models with naive bias. The reason behind choosing these models is that they are the most common use in each of these 6 paradigms. Now, to evaluate the models, we have chosen these following metrics. There are the common ones like precision, accuracy, recall, and F1 score, but also we have used a new one that we have called true negative ratio. That is the ratio of packets labeled as benign attacks classified as that. After dividing the dataset in the train and test packets, we have trained all the models and then tested them with these metrics. And we can see this in this table. We can see all the metrics, but if we only look at the common ones, precision, accuracy, recall, and F1 score, all the models have a perfect score. But if we look at the new metric true negative ratio, we can see that there are 3 models that have a third ratio. That means that they are not classifying correctly any benign packet. That's because we have an unbalanced data set. That means that we have a big data set with almost all the packets tagged as denial of service attack, and there were a few tagged as benign packets. As a conclusion, in this paper, we propose a solution to classify the network packets as denial of service or benign attacks. We have used 6 different paradigms, and we have found the best of them that can solve this problem. Well, we have used a new metric that allows us to test those models even if the dataset is unbalanced. Our work has several limitations, but this provides opportunities for future research. The future research will focus on extending that dataset, finding more relevant variables that allow us to find more different attacks, and we will try to classify all the packets, not only in denial of service and benign, but also in those attacks such as CNC file download, CNC Mirai, and CNC Heartbeat and Okiru, that are the most common attacks in IoT networks. And that's all.